There is a specific type of torture that leaves no physical marks. It does not break bones. It does not draw blood, but it destroys the soul of an arrogant person more effectively than any weapon ever invented. It is the torture of being invisible. We have all met them. The arrogant, the loud, the ones who enter a room and demand that all eyes focus on them. They belittle you to make themselves feel tall. They interrupt you to hear their own voice. They treat kindness as weakness and silence as submission. Your instinct tells you to fight back. Your ego screams at you to argue, to shout, to prove them wrong. But this is a trap. When you argue with a fool, you become a fool. When you wrestle with a pig in the mud, you both get dirty, but the pig likes it. The Stoics understood a dark truth about human nature. Arrogance is not strength. Arrogance is a hunger. It is a desperate, starving need for validation. And the moment you react, you feed them. Today, we will learn how to starve them. We will teach you the ancient art of aggressive silence. We will show you how to turn their own ego into a prison that suffocates them. If you are ready to stop being a victim and start being a master of your reality, if you want to join the 1% who control their emotions while others lose theirs, subscribe, turn on notifications. Let the lesson begin. Lesson number 1. Understand the nature of the beast. Before you can defeat the arrogant, you must understand what fuels them. Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher king, dealt with the most arrogant men in Rome. Generals, politicians, courtiers who wanted his power. He wrote in his private journals, "God, when you wake up in the morning, tell yourself, the people I deal with today will be meddling, ungrateful, arrogant, dishonest, jealous, and surly." He did not get angry at this. He accepted it as the nature of humanity. You must realize that an arrogant person is essentially a child in an adult's body. A child cries because it needs attention. An arrogant person boasts and bullies because they have a deep, terrified void inside them. They are terrified of being ordinary. They are terrified that if they stop shouting, they will disappear. Their arrogance is a shield. It protects a fragile, broken self-esteem. When they attack you, they are not actually attacking you. They are projecting their own insecurities onto you. They are trying to transfer their pain into your body. If you understand this, you stop taking it personally. You stop seeing a monster. You start seeing a scared little boy or girl wearing a costume of power. And once you see them as small, you can no longer be hurt by them. But seeing them is only the first step. Now, you must learn how to break them. Lesson number 2. The void of non-reaction. The arrogant person relies on a specific cycle. They provoke. You react. They feel powerful. You feel drained. This is the narcissistic supply. They drink your emotional reaction like water. Anger, tears, defensiveness, even annoyance. Any reaction proves that they matter. It proves that they have the power to control your internal state. To torture them, you must break the cycle. You must become a void. A black hole where their words go to die. Imagine they insult your work. They say, "This is terrible." And a 5-year-old could do better. The normal reaction is to defend yourself. "No, I worked hard on this. Look at the data." This is what they want. It is a game of tennis and you just hit the ball back. Now, imagine the Stoic reaction. They insult you. You look at them. You do not blink. You do not frown. You do not sigh. You simply look. And then you go back to what you were doing. You do not hit the ball back. You let the ball drop to the floor and roll away. The game stops. The silence that follows is deafening. In that silence, their insult hangs in the air. Without your reaction to cover it up, their rudeness becomes exposed. Everyone in the room hears the echo of their aggression, and the arrogant person begins to panic. Did he hear me? Why isn't he angry? Does he think I am not worth responding to? This is the torture. By treating them as if they do not exist, you deny their reality. You prove that their opinion has zero value to you. There is no greater insult to an arrogant person than total indifference. But silence is not just about not speaking. It is about how you look at them. Lesson number 3. The forensic stare. Epictetus taught us that we are not disturbed by things, but by the views we take of them. When an arrogant person tries to dominate you, change your view. Do not look at them with fear. Do not look at them with anger. Look at them with curiosity. Scientific curiosity. Imagine you are a scientist observing a strange, loud insect. When they start shouting or bragging, look them directly in the eyes. Relax your face. Relax your jaw. And just observe. This is called the forensic stare. It signals that you are analyzing them, not listening to them. You are looking for the cracks in their mask. When they finish their rant, wait for 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. And then, calmly say something that dismisses the emotion but addresses the fact. Are you finished? Or simply, I see. This drives them insane. They expected a fight, instead they got an examination. They feel naked. They feel judged. They feel small. Your calmness makes their anger look ridiculous. It creates a contrast. You are the mountain. They are the storm. The mountain does not bow to the storm. The mountain waits for the storm to pass. But be warned. When you use this technique, they will try to escalate. They will try to get under your skin even deeper. This leads us to the 4th lesson. Lesson number 4. The refusal to pick up the gift. There is a famous Buddhist story that aligns perfectly with Stoicism. One day, a man came to the Buddha and began to insult him. He called him a fake, a fool, a beggar. The Buddha sat silently. When the man finally ran out of breath, the Buddha asked him a question. If you buy a gift for someone and that person refuses to accept it, to whom does the gift belong? The man was confused. It belongs to me, of course. I bought it. The Buddha smiled. Exactly. You have brought me insults and anger, but I do not accept them. So they still belong to you. Take them home. This is the ultimate mental defense. When an arrogant person throws an insult at you, visualize it as a physical gift, a box of poison. You have a choice. You can reach out, take the box, open it, and drink the poison. Or you can simply leave your hands at your sides. You can say to yourself, I do not accept this. This is not my baggage. This is their pathology, not my problem. When you refuse to accept the insult, the arrogant person is left holding it. They are left holding their own anger. And anger, as Seneca said, is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. Let them drink their own poison. Let them choke on their own negativity. You have better things to do. Lesson number 5. The economy of words. Arrogant people love to talk. They love the sound of their own voice. They use words to manipulate, to confuse, and to dominate. If you engage in a verbal battle, you are playing on their home turf. The Stoic way is the economy of words. Speak only when necessary. And when you speak, make it short, make it blunt, make it final. Use closed answers. No. Yes. I disagree. That is incorrect. Do not explain yourself. Over-explaining is a sign of weakness. It shows you are desperate to be understood. The arrogant person feeds on your explanations. They will twist your words. They will find holes in your logic. By giving them short, monotone answers, you give them nothing to grab onto. You become a smooth wall. They try to climb you, but they keep sliding down. Imagine a negotiation. The arrogant person demands a lower price. They threaten, they bluster. You simply say, the price is fixed, and then silence. They talk more. You say, I understand your position, but the price is fixed, and then silence. Eventually, they run out of energy. They realize that their charisma, their threats, their arrogance have no effect on you. But you have stripped them of their weapons. You have forced them to deal with reality, not their fantasy. Lesson number 6. Humility is the ultimate flex. Here's a paradox. The only thing that can truly defeat arrogance is genuine humility. Not weakness, but the quiet confidence of someone who knows who they are. The arrogant person is always trying to prove they are the best. I have the most money. I have the best car. I am the smartest person in the room. The Stoic does not care about being the best. The Stoic cares about being their own best. When you are truly secure in your own worth, you have no need to broadcast it. A lion does not need to walk around the jungle telling everyone he is a lion. Everyone already knows. It is the small dog that barks the loudest. When you display humility, you become a mirror that reflects their arrogance back to them. If they brag about their money and you simply say, "That is nice for you," without jealousy, without awe, it kills the pleasure of the brag. They wanted you to be envious. Instead, you are happy for them, or indifferent. This confuses them. It short-circuits their programming. Your humility makes their arrogance look ugly. If you are in a group and one person is boasting while you are listening quietly and asking polite questions, the group will naturally respect you more. They will see the contrast between the noise and the substance. The arrogant person isolates themselves without you lifting a finger. Lesson number 7. The joy of missing out. JOMO. Finally, the ultimate torture for the arrogant is to be excluded. They need to be the center of the circle. The Stoic practices the joy of missing out. You do not invite them. You do not ask for their opinion. You do not include them in the joke. You build a life that is so rich, so full, and so interesting that they are simply not a part of it. This is not active exclusion out of spite. It is passive exclusion out of focus. You are focused on your goals. You are focused on your growth. You are focused on the people who treat you with respect. There is simply no room in your calendar for their drama. When the arrogant person realizes they have been left behind, that the train has left the station without them, that you are succeeding without their help, without their advice, and without their approval, this crushes them. They want to believe they are essential. Prove to them that they are irrelevant, not by telling them, but by living it. As Seneca said, "He who fears death will never do anything worthy of a man who is alive." We can adapt this. He who fears the judgment of the arrogant will never live his own life. Kill the fear, walk away, build your own table, and let them eat alone. So, here is your mission. The next time you encounter an arrogant person, do not get angry, do not get loud, do not enter the ring. Activate the torture of silence. See them as a child, stare at them with curiosity, refuse their gift of poison, speak few words, and focus entirely on your own path. Watch them squirm, watch them panic, watch their ego collapse under the weight of your indifference. You are a fortress, and a fortress does not argue with the wind. If this message resonated with you, if you are ready to reclaim your power from the noise of the world, I want you to prove it. I want you to make a vow of strength right now. Scroll down to the comments and write the word silence. Write it in all caps. Silence. This is your weapon. This is your shield. This is your answer to the chaos. Like this video to seal the pact. Subscribe to the channel to join the few who master the mind. And remember, the empty vessel makes the loudest sound. Be full, be silent, be deadly.